But, you know,
I appreciate
obviously, you know, we've done our homework on.
I mean, I
on
appreciate
you.
knowing that. You know what I'm saying? Just because it don't seem like it's just singled out. You know?
Right. No, you're not singled out. I mean, we've talked to probably 5 to 10 other people. But like I said, you know, we've done our homework on this too, and I mean, that's how, you know, we got you identified in here. And like I said, the big thing is that DNA. So, I mean, I may ask you to help us do a couple other things.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking you to do anything big. I'm not asking you to do anything major. But I mean, I would ask you to give me another DNA sample. Maybe do something else for us. Because right now, I mean, I wanna be able to get you. You know, I don't know what that's me. But you know, right now that's where we're at. You know, I can't believe you're reluctant about it. You know, we already got your DNA.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Right.
I ain't trying to.
Detective Marcus or Mr. Kaler?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just telling, this is Orange Taylor, and we were talking about stuff that we found at our crime scene. Hold on. Let me just fill in Fred. We're just talking about stuff we found at our crime scene. You know, Orange has been cooperative, but I'm at a sticking point with him because he's told us the beginning of the story, where he's gone into this dorm room, opened the door, basically picked up a bag, right? And that's about as far as he goes. He does say that he went over there by the bed of this girl, of Laura, and was feeling around. And like I told him, I said there's a lot more to the story because he kind of told us the end when he left, but there's a whole chunk of the middle that I'm trying to fill in some pieces on. The big things are, you know, the big hurdle that we're trying to get over is the DNA from our scene. And that's what we're stuck on right now. You know, and so I feel comfortable talking to Orange, but I also feel like he's holding some stuff back, you know, which is understandable. There's a lot of things that he may be worried about and scared about and nervous about, and there's some answers that we need from just Orange. You know, that only Orange can give us. And that's kind of where we're at right now. He's been cooperative, but I know that Orange has got some more stuff inside of him that he can tell us and help us out on. And Orange knows that too. I can tell it, and I know it, and I just need Orange to step it up and tell us. You know.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just turn that off for now? That way we won't be interrupted here. And I just don't want to. I don't want to lose your train of thought here, Orange. Is it okay if I call you Orange?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So you were in about that dorm, and we know that you were definitely in a room, which is what you're telling us, and you got this white bag. So did we do the layout of the room?
I don't really know if it was white or not. I mean,
yeah, but it's a small bag. It's not a grocery bag, right?
Yeah.
A grocery bag is about this tall.
I mean, it was probably big enough to share. I mean, it wasn't a real little bag.
What size is it?
A little bit bigger than that.
A little bit bigger than that?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Then how about the handles?
Like it ain't nothing, like you said, what
about the handles?
The handles?
Did it have handles or no handles?
I mean, yeah, it had handles on it.
Was it plastic handles? Was it
Yeah, it was like
paper handles, or was it little rope type handles, little string type handles?
I don't even
No.
remember that. But I know it wasn't a regular grocery bag. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
you know, the regular grocery bag you get, the ones that rip open, or if you don't double them up, it was the thicker type bag, like the one you might have to buy if you was at the store. Like
Okay.
a thicker type bag.
Okay, so if you were going to have one of those bags given to you, what kind of a bag would you call that? I mean, is that a particular kind of bag?
I mean, not that I know of. I don't know what type of bag.
We don't know it's for groceries. We know it's not for groceries. We know that it wasn't one of those thin little plastic grocery bags, was it?
Right.
It wasn't that thin. It was thicker, right?
Right.
Okay. So would this be something you could go to Kmart or over to a card store and buy? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Probably go to Kmart and get it. I bet. especially something simple like that.
Yeah, so it'd be something you would purchase rather than get at the end of the grocery line for your groceries, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little thicker, a little heavier duty.
Yeah.
You were going to have presents in Christmas time or your birthday. Is this something that your present could be in?
Oh, no, not one of them bags, no.
Okay. All right, but it's thicker and it's got handles, right? Thicker material,
Yeah.
right? Okay, all right. So, Orange, where we're at is, we know you're in the room. That's why we brought you here. And again, we're looking for some help from you. And from looking at you, talking with you just for the few minutes that I have, you've got a conscience, you've got a moral compass. I think, if you walked in, if you got in there and you found her already passed away or in some ill condition, and you're feeling bad about maybe not calling for some help or getting some help for her, that's one thing. If in fact, and that could be an option. You may have already come across her and found her that way and panicked because you weren't supposed to be in the room, obviously. You may have panicked and run out and feeling bad about not calling or saying something. That could be an option, but we don't know that. But right now, all we know that you were in the room, this young lady's dead, and then logically that tells us, at least from what we know right now, without hearing it from you, that you must have had some hand in it. But if in fact she's got a medical problem and she just wasn't ill, or she was ill, then we need to know that. But we're quite sure, because again we brought you here, that you know about what happened. So we're looking to you, because right now, without information from you, our logical assumption is you had a hand in doing something to her that put her in that condition. But she may have already been in that condition. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's important to know the big difference there. And if it was an accident, that you panicked and didn't want to call or say something to somebody, that's okay. But it's sure a lot better than doing something intentional to her. Or in fact, you may have startled her.
Well, unless she was from where I came in, unless she was right by the door, then you know what I'm saying. Like unless she was like sitting right by the door, messed up, then I wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't come all the way in the room, and it was dark, and I wasn't trying to even though it's a little room.
Tough stuff, but and then you've got a moral character. I can tell from looking at you, and I know this is bothering you. I'll bet you haven't slept well since this happened. No doubt in my mind.
I didn't do that, Chuck, so you know what I'm saying.
Well, I didn't say you did anything. I'm just saying you may have panicked, and you were afraid because one, you weren't supposed to be there because you knew that you were out looking for stuff. Secondly, you don't want to get caught doing that because you're an EMU student, so you don't want to be doing that. Get caught doing that stuff. So you're telling me if you're in here and you touched her, well, okay, so that tells me you know something about her. Okay, you say you touched her.
I didn't say I touched her.
You didn't?
No.
Okay, good. I want you to clear that up because I don't want to be thinking something that you didn't do.
I didn't say that.
Do you recall what that
Well,
conversation
when we
was?
were talking about her on the bed, Orange, you had said that you were over her on the bed and you had maybe had your hands over her. Remember that? When we were talking about how your DNA would have got to a certain point.
Right, that's what he was asking, like, your DNA is it found on the body, so I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying, I don't remember coming as far as going on the bed and all that, so I didn't even go over here, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I saw what looked like a TV or a computer, but I didn't even want to go that far, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you're really helping us out here, and again, gotta be patient with us. Be patient with us.
I understand.
Okay, so let's take care of this.
You're being real helpful.
Yeah.
You're being
so
real
here's
helpful.
where we're at.
Been here for a few hours, man. You gotta. If you was in my position, how would you feel? You know.
Well, you're hearing us out,
That's what
aren't
I'm saying.
you? You're hearing us out, bud.
That and you're helping us. The other thing about it is I think you're being pretty helpful.
Yeah, and this is the point, Orange. Just again, so you're clear. We're not here to implicate you, but we want to do what we can to explain what was going on in this room when Orange came in there. All right? And again, you're the one who knows that. Now, we've got some ideas based on the evidence that we've collected out of there, because we had the lab there, we got samples, and